This is your guys. Raggedy Andy was a doll. I mean, my grandmother was a little girl. They're all out of cloth, all soft. They don't talk, they don't walk, they don't do anything. But Raggedy Ann, or Andy and Raggedy Ann, look exactly the same. Their faces are the same, their bodies are the same. This one's mine. Just for your own information, the last factory in America that used to make Raggedy Ann and Andy's just closed about 2 years ago. You can't find them anymore. So I could find him online. I gave this to probably a couple years ago. He was about $10. Raggedy Ann's, for some reason, are much more expensive. So if you can ever find one, snatch it up. Their faces are what shape? We're going to review the shapes now used to make Raggedy Ann and Andy. What shape are their faces? Their heads?
Circles.
Circles, right. What shape are their bodies?
Squares.
Squares, rectangles. Their arms, like skinny rectangles. And their hands are both the same. They're like mitten hands. A thumb and then the rest. Their legs are exactly the same. Rectangle. They both have red and white striped socks and little black at home jelly feet. So both exactly the same. Let's look at their faces. Both of them have exactly the same kind of eyes. What do their eyes look like?
Circles.
What color circles?
White and black.
Black circles. Their noses are red.
Triangles.
Their mouths are little red ovals with little black smiley lines. Here's the secret of Raggedy Andy. On their tummies. I can't show you Raggedy Andy's. I'll probably show you this. I'll just tell you this. You can't show the kids. Raggedy and Andy's always have an I love you heart on their tummies. And they're really good ones. They're embroidered and painted on. Raggedy Andy wears little blue shorts, red and white striped socks, little black feet, and he usually has like a red and blue checked or striped shirt on. Both of their hair is the same. Raggedy Andy kind of has spiky red hair, and Raggedy Ann has a little bit more curly, loopy hair. Okay? So we together, and she's got a little blue dress on, a little white apron. The apron's too hard for the kids. We just make a little dress. So we are going to together draw them. All right? Now, we're going to do a warm-up on this paper. And when I do this, I actually put a big piece of paper up. I demonstrate on big paper, and you guys have your own paper to demonstrate on. Make sure the kids have all placed where they think it should go. Okay. We are going to practice drawing our hair first. So everybody choose red. Find a reddish oil pastel. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Here, I'll give you this because you're going to need this paper. Let's slide this over. Got that? All right, everybody grab a red or orange, something like that. And we're going to practice Raggedy Andy's spiky hair. Remember how to make spiky lines? Everybody do spiky lines.
Mommy, I don't know how. He was so small.
Just like that. Spiky lines. All right, now let's practice curly lines for Raggedy Ann's hair. Curly lines. Now, we just did our line for texture, but if you remember from our monsters, we did color on top of color. So now, instead of red, I'm going to choose orange, and I'm going to do some spiky orange lines right on top, because that's how I make the texture. And then some curly orange lines on top. And now I've made texture. Line on line, color on color.
Mom.
All right, so Raggedy Ann and Andy maybe at the park, and you want to draw grass. What kind of lines would you do for grass?
Straight.
Straight. Sometimes they crisscross a little bit, so everybody make a little bit of grass at the bottom. And again, to create texture, we do color on color. So now I'm going to add a different color green on top of that. And there's my grass. That's texture. Suppose Raggedy Ann and Andy are at the beach. How? Oh, I heard somebody doing it. How would you make sand? 1, 2, 3, stop. But don't forget, color on color. Do color. 1, 2, stop. Waves. Suppose Raggedy Ann and Andy are at the beach. How do I make waves in the water?
Angular.
Hey, everybody practice some waves. ways.
Like that. Whatever that's called.
Now, I do blue so the kids see me, but I tried to find a white. Did I get a white?
Here's a white.
White for me?
Oh, no, never mind. It's just paper.
Somewhere I have a white.
Here's a white.
Got a white? While the kids are occupied, I draw some white wavy lines. They aren't going to be able to see them, but you'll see why in a minute. I'll do some now. Okay. And the last thing is let's practice clouds. You might want to put clouds in the sky. I'm going to make my clouds pink, but maybe you want to make yours like blue. Maybe you want to make them white. But I'm going to do some, and when I do my clouds, I kind of use the side of my oil pastel. Because these are real light, airy little clouds. All right. The kids now are all going to put their oil pastels down.
I have a white.